Welcome to Full Steam Ahead for Friday, May 8th. All right, happy Friday. Today is Friday, which means Book Inspired Challenge Day. And today is going to be all about an author that we love in our house. And I hope that you like it too, even if you're a little bit older and it's not necessarily your thing. The artwork is amazing, which will be our art challenge. So make sure you stick around. All right, here comes Miss Benson with your story today.
Hey Mighty Knights, Mrs. Benson here. Today, the book I have for you is The Grouchy Ladybug by Eric Carle. The Grouchy Ladybug. Aphids are very small insects. They suck the juice from leaves, and then the leaves die. Ladybugs eat aphids. That's good for trees, shrubs, and other plants that have leaves. To the ladybugs, I have dedicated this book. 3 cheers for them. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray for the ladybugs. It was night, and some fireflies danced around the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then, a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. "Good morning," said the friendly ladybug. "Go away," shouted the grouchy ladybug. "I want those aphids." "We can share them," suggested the friendly ladybug. "No, they're mine, all mine," screamed the grouchy ladybug. "Or do you want to fight me for them?" "If you insist," answered the friendly ladybug sweetly. It looked the other ladybug straight in the eye. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. "Oh, you're not big enough for me to fight," it said. "Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger?" "I'll do that," screeched the grouchy ladybug. "I'll show you." It puffed itself up and flew off. At 6 o'clock, it met a yellow jacket. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the yellow jacket, showing its stinger. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 7 o'clock, it saw a stag beetle. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the stag beetle, opening its jaws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the praying mantis, reaching out with its long front legs. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" "If you insist," said the lobster, stretching its claws. "Oh, you're not big enough," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. "Hey you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Want to fight?" If you insist, said the skunk, starting to lift its tail. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? If you insist, said the snake, right after lunch. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? If you insist, said the hyena, laughing eerily and showing its teeth. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 2 o'clock, it met a gorilla. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? If you insist, said the gorilla, beating its chest. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 3 o'clock, it ran into a rhinoceros. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? If you insist, said the rhinoceros, lowering its horn. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? If you insist, said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusks. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. Hey you, said the grouchy ladybug, want to fight? But the whale didn't answer at all. You're not big enough anyway, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to one of the whale's flippers, Hey you, want to fight? But it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:30, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's fin, Hey you, want to fight? But it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:45, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's tail, Hey you, want to fight? And the whale's tail gave the grouchy ladybug such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. At 6 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug arrived right back where it had started from. Ah, here you are again, said the friendly ladybug. You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner. Oh, thank you, said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. You're welcome. Soon all the aphids were gone. Thank you, said the leaf. You are welcome, answered both the ladybugs, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. Have you ever been a grouchy ladybug? I know I have. Maybe if that happens to you, you just need a friend who will share a snack. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
So we just saw that amazing artwork from Eric Carle. And what I love about Eric Carle is he doesn't have a typical art style. So typically, especially in kids' book, a lot of times it's just maybe cartoon drawings or drawings, maybe paintings, but even that's pretty rare. It's usually some form of drawing. Not Eric Carle though. He uses an art technique called collage, and collage doesn't involve any drawing at all. What collage is it's a layering. So what he does is he gets different papers that he paints, and then he cuts them out or rips them or whatever size or shape he wants from that, then he glues it onto something else. So by having all of those things next to each other, it makes this beautiful piece of artwork. So that's what we're going to be doing today. How can we make a collage piece of artwork? So to be able to do that, we're going to need a few things. Step number one is going to be, we need to figure out what it is we want to create. Do you want to recreate, meaning mimic something that already exists, like your favorite character, like the very hungry caterpillar, like a flower that you see outside? Or do you want to make up something completely different that's just inside of here? One little thing I will remind you about, it is Mother's Day on Sunday, so there might be a special mother type figure in your life that you want to make something for. So think about that as well. If not, decide what you want to do. We know technology is a tool. You could definitely use that here to have a picture of something that you want to recreate with your collage. So once you know what you want to make, step number two, gather our supplies. So the first thing we're going to need is we need something to create out of. So typically you're going to use some sort of paper, because paper is friendly as opposed to something that's really delicate. So I found this random scrapbook type paper. Not sure where I got it, but I had it. So I'm going to use this. Most people aren't going to have that. No big deal at all. You can get something similar by using magazines or newspapers or anything else inside your house that might have patterning or even pictures on it. If you don't have that, totally normal. Maybe you have construction paper. Construction paper in different colors would be great. Still don't have that, no big deal. Not weird at all. Just normal paper. And what you can do is you can create your own color on top of it. So use markers, use paints, whatever you have to color in different parts of this paper, the different colors you need. Then you'll be cutting it, because that's another supply you'll need, is you'll need a way to cut out the shapes that you want. Don't have scissors? Don't worry about that either. The cool thing about Eric Carle and collage is it doesn't have to be perfect lines. You can definitely rip, and it's gonna still probably look pretty cool. And the last thing you'll need, or the last two things, you'll need some sort of way to attach your paper when you're layering it onto something else. And that's why our last thing is you need something that you're going to create on top of it. It might just be another piece of paper that you're going to then layer on top your paper that you're creating out of. So 4 things: paper of some sort, something to cut if you need it, something to attach with, like tape or glue, and something to attach on, like a piece of paper, piece of cardboard, whatever you're thinking, the outside of your card for Mother's Day, something like that. So once you have all of those things, it's time to put it all together. Just take those, nice layering, and you can make all sorts of amazing things out of the collage style of artwork. So I will show you what I've made, and you can decide. You can either watch that now so you get a better feeling, or you can watch it after to make sure that you don't accidentally make exactly what I made. So I'll show you that now. We are about to do a bunch of gardening this weekend if it's nice out. So I kind of want to go with a springtime theme. So I made, out of that fancy paper I found, I made a flower. So you'll notice I just went for things, even if they had patterns, just that had a general color that I was looking for. And then, as you see, I had to layer things on top. And the other one I made was a butterfly. So that's what I made. I would love to see what you made. Go ahead and send me an email or come to Zoom Steam Chicken Time today at 2. All right, I'll see you guys later. If I don't see you, have an awesome